Hello, good day, everybody. This is your host, Clip, the host of the Clip Sports. I am coming to you live right here, Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk with you guys about the fact that my G-men have lost to the Chiefs, and I'm not satisfied with that. Although G-men did pretty good, the record is not too good at all. I'll tell you guys about the fact that the Knicks they have their second loss to the Raptors, and I'm not pleased about that at all as well. The next game is going to be against the Bucks, by the way, the defending NBA champs, by the way. Get you guys to that. That's going to be this Friday, by the way. The trade deadline is coming up just a matter of moments from now, couple minutes from now, that is. The college football playoff rankings are coming up later on tonight. Also, get you guys of the breaking news involving Herzegovina III, by the way. Get you guys to that. Also, get you guys into the fact that Speedball Mike Bailey has going to be signing with Impact Wrestling. Get you guys to that. Mark Ingram III has been traded to the Chiefs for a 6th-round pick, and that's all there is for that. And some other news to come, by the way, guys. All right, so first things first, I'm going to start things off with the fact that my G-men have lost to the Chiefs Kingdom by 3 points, 20-17. And honestly, G-men they did pretty good, putting pressure on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They had him beat, but I just thought that my G-men were going to own the Chiefs. They nearly did, though. I mean, the Chiefs, G-men did put on a valiant effort, but it wasn't enough. I did say it was going to be an easy win for them, though, but they even though they were not the crown victors of last night's game, the G-men, they showed up and showed out. And honestly, I just think the G-men, their record's not too good, and Joe Judge could be released. Gettleman's got to be let go. I'm sorry, but they need to let go of Dave Gettleman. But the G-men, they got the Raiders on Sunday as well. But G-men, they're going to beat the Raiders, which they will, by the way. I'll tell you about that, which they must. So that's all there is I got to say on that. Also, guys, the Knicks, they got their second loss to the Raptors, 113-104. OG Anunoby had 36 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Gary Trent Jr. scored 26 points, 2 rebounds and assists, 4 steals. Fred Vanvleet had 17 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. RJ Barrett had 27 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal. Julius Randle had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. Kemba Walker scored 15 points, 3 rebounds and assists, 1 blocks. Evan Fournier had scored 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Look, I gotta say the Knicks, they're still a good team. But what happened at the Garden last night? Come on, lose to the Raptors, the second loss. That's unacceptable. It really is. I mean, look, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Kemba Walker and Fournier, they're really good. I mean, they have a 5-2 record, that is. But I'll tell you this, the Knicks, they're still going to the playoffs, whether everybody likes it or not. So say what you want, guys. But the Knicks are going to the playoffs. They're getting out of the first round. They're going to the semis. And this Friday, they got the Bucks. That's going to look like a playoff game. The Knicks, they're going to put everybody on spoiler alert, guys, when they take on the Bucks this coming Friday. The Knicks will beat up the Bucks, which they will. They're going to beat up the Greek Freak. They're going to beat up Chris Middleton. They're going to beat up everybody. So, Greek Freak, look out. Knicks are coming for you. It's not singling either you or anyone else are going to do about that. So, Greek Freak, you better look at. You better hold that title real tight. Because at the end of the day, you will know that your days of being NBA champion are going to be numbered. You're not going back to back ever. You're not. You are good, though, but not so good enough. This season, not this season as far as I know. Either you guys did lose to the Jazz in that game, I can tell you that. Last week, that is. So that is all there is I can say on that. Also, some other news I want to sort of get into, by the way, that Speedball Mike Bailey has signed with Impact Wrestling, by the way. He was offered the offer at Prestige Wrestling. So it was addressed, it was mentioned as of, I think, yesterday, that is, I guess, or this past week. So Speedball Mike Bailey will be debuting for Impact Wrestling, and he could be appearing by this coming Thursday night. So you may see Speedball Mike Bailey debut on Impact Wrestling by this coming Thursday night. and he may get his first debut match. It's gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna play out for his career. So I'll tell you the Speedball Mike Bailey, he's really good. Jiu-jitsu, grappling, MMA background. But I gotta tell you this right now, or catch wrestler view. Speedball Mike Bailey, he's gonna be showing up and showing out. Now he is the interest of Veda Scott. We all know that for sure. But I'll say this right now: Speedball Mike Bailey's gonna make a whole lot of waves in Impact Wrestling, which he will. But could it be the next champ? Could Speedball Mike Bailey be the next champ? That's the question you guys can ask yourselves, everybody. That's the question he has to ask himself. And honestly, I can tell you this: Speedball Mike Bailey, whichever title he gets, it could be the X Division title or the Impact title, whichever title he gets, and you probably may see him at Turning Point this month, by the way, as well, or at Hard to Kill in January 2022 in Big D, Dallas, Texas. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting right there. So we'll see how that all plays out. That's some best news yet there. It's music to his ears and everyone else's ears, which it is, by the way. So make no mistake about that, guys. Also, guys, other news: Mark Ingram III has been traded to the Chiefs for a 6th-round pick. So that's interesting news right there. Also, guys, breaking news here. This concerns Henry Ruggs III. Henry Ruggs III was involved in a car accident, by the way, earlier today in Vegas. He has now been charged with. He is going to be facing a DUI charge in Vegas. Now, where his Toyota, his Chevy Corvette was crashing into a Toyota RAV4. The other driver of the Toyota RAV4 was dead at the time. So Henry Ruggs III is facing a DUI charge, resulting in death, by the way. And honestly, Ruggs was impaired by the time of the car accident. He had 9 life-threatening injuries at the hospital. And I'll tell you this, guys, that this is a plot twist here. Get ready for this. Henry Ruggs III could be released from the Raiders, as we know, guys. Now, the Raiders are aware of the incident of the car accident involving Henry Ruggs III. I want to send my thoughts of prayers go to the victims, the individuals, family members, the fans, all their viewers of this horrific car accident that the individual was in and that Henry Ruggs III was in. So honestly, it's not looking good. My thoughts and prayers go to the victims' family members, all the fans, close ones, the viewers of this horrific tragedy. And honestly, I can tell you this, that Henry Ruggs III could be facing a prison sentence if necessary on that note. And I don't know if Henry Ruggs III could in fact be traded. Maybe. All right. So if Henry Ruggs III is let go from the Raiders, will they consider trading him? My guess is no. I'd say you guys know they won't. They'll let him go. I mean, the trade deadline is today. Now, keep this in mind, guys. The NFL trade deadline is today. So wherever Henry Ruggs goes, that's that. Now he's going to face a DUI charge, and he could be released from the Raiders. As we all know, that can happen in just a matter of moments, which it could, and it could be facing a jail sentence. That's all I can say on that, everybody. And now if he's convicted of the DUI charge, he could face jail for the rest of his life, and that is all I can say on that. So could Henry Ruggs III be traded? Maybe not. I'll say you guys no to that. He won't be traded. And no, yes, the Raiders are still going to release him. They can probably suspend him, and that's all I guess I can say on that. But they're going to let him go, and not be traded at all. So that's the big question everyone's going to ask. So could it happen? I don't know. Also, guys, some other news here I want to get into. By the way, that Kyle Busch is going to be doing sensitivity training after he was accused of using the R word in an interview. So clearly, Kyle Busch, who's a former NASCAR champion of his own right, he made himself look like a piece of trash, which he did. Kyle Busch, you should be ashamed of yourself. You can't be saying stuff that shouldn't be shown on live TV. You really can't be doing that. So Kyle Busch, you should know better. He's gonna sensitivity training before the 2022 season. So Kyle Busch, you're a piece of trash. For making the remarks that you made for saying the R word, by the way, you should know better. You really should. You really should. So clearly, you're just pathetic, and you may come second place, but you are good. That you was well known in NASCAR history, but you're trash. So that's all I can say to you, Kyle Busch. You should know better, and I think you should apologize. And you did apologize what you said, but honestly, Kyle Busch, you should know better. You can't say that stuff on a live TV, which you can't, or nor on a hot mic or during interviews. You can't say the R word during interviews. You just can't do that. So Kyle Busch, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should know better. You're trash, and your career got trash. You're gonna be waiting till 2022. So fun with that. Also, guys, others I also want to get into, by the way, that what's we got here? U.S. men's soccer will be facing Bosnia and Herzegovina on December 18th, by the way, at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, Cali, by the way, for friendly, by the way. So that's going to be interesting news right there. And that is all there's I could say on that. So that's all you need to know on that, everybody. Also, guys, is that the Bulls defeated the Celtics 120-114. Demar DeRozan has scored 37 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and block. Zach Levine had scored 26 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. Lonzo Ball had scored 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Jaylen Brown had scored 28 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Jayson Tatum had scored 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Al Horford had scored 20 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Marcus Smart, who did complain, though, by the way, tell him to pass the ball, 16 points, 1 rebound, 4 steals. Look, the Bulls right now are 6-1. I'll tell you about that. And honestly, I'm not sure what's going to happen, though. But the Bulls, I'll tell you this, the Bulls, they could go to the playoffs as we know it. I don't think the Bulls are, the Bulls are probably, they're not the 96, 97 Bulls. Oh, no, 97, 98, 99 Bulls. Oh, no, like MJ, Scottie P, Dennis Rodman. You remember those guys. So, clearly, surprising there. So, can the Musketeers, 3 Musketeers of Zach Levine, Lonzo Ball, and DeMar DeRozan get to the playoffs? That's a big question everyone's going to ask. And the Bulls are looking pretty good. They're 6-1. They're still getting up to a playoffs. I can tell you about that. But that's all there's I can say on that, everybody. And that's going to ensue. So like it or not, it can happen. We never know, guys. So they're looking pretty good so far. So that's all there's I can say on that. Also, guys, others I want to get into, by the way. The Sixers defeated the Blazers last night, 113-103. Seth Curry scored 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. George's Niang scored 21 points, 5 rebounds, and assists, 1 block. Andre Drummond over here scored 14 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, 1 block. Furkan Korkmaz scored 15 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Danny Green scored 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Dame Time scored 20 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. CJ McCollum scored 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Norman Powell scored 22 points and 1 rebound. I'll say this, guys. Sixers fans were chanting, "We want Lillard," over and over and over and over again. Dame Dallas says he's going to stay where he's at with the Blazers. That's what he's going to do. And trying to get a title. But lately, the Blazers' record's not looking too good. They're only like 3-4. But the Blazers, the Blazers, they were a good team with Dame Dollar there. But if Sixers fans are probably saying that we want Lillard over Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons is trash. If Dame Dollar changes his mind by leaving the Blazers high and dry, and they're pursuing any other team of his choosing, and it may be the Sixers, I guess, nor the Knicks, nor the Clips, I guess. That's pathetic words. Oh, no. That will never happen. Nor the Kings, I guess. But honestly, I can tell you this. if Dame Dollar changed his mind, I mean, sure, he may be married MVP, married All-Star, which he is. He's still doing his thing, you know, getting albums. But if Dame Dollar wants to make some noise, you know, he's got to show him a show. That's what he's got to do. He's been doing this for the past couple of years. And I think that even though Dame Dollar has never won an NBA title throughout his career, which he has not, I'll say this: Dame Dollar is trying to help the Blazers get to Titletown, and honestly, it won't be that easy for him. So clearly, I could tell you this: that Dame Dollar may, in fact, reconsider, change his mind, and try to help another team get a title. So what's Dame Dollar going to do? Is he going to help the Blazers get a Titletown, get some more wins, or is he going to be traded to some other team and try to help another team get a Titletown and have him get his first NBA title, which he has not held at all? That's the only thing that's limited him his entire life. And honestly, ever since he got married, by the way, he felt like he was in Titletown. But honestly, I can tell you this: that if Dame Dollar wants to get to Titletown for good, he needs to come back. That's all he's got to do. Dame Time has to do what he's got to do. Dame Time has to live his expectations, and unfortunately, last night he didn't show that. So honestly, Dame Dollar's got to come back. He's still good at what he does. I'll give him that. But honestly, he just isn't the same player. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, sure, you had Sixers fans chanting Will Lillard. So Dame Dollar intends to go the Sixers over Ben Simmons. That'll be something right there. I mean, think of that: Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Danny Green, and you got Seth Curry in there, and Dame Dollar. That's a good trio, though, but he's got no interest in that. I don't think so. Probably the Knicks, I guess, but that would probably be worth something. I'll tell you that. The Knicks are looking pretty good. I don't think they're gonna need Dame Dollar. He should just stay where he's at. I mean, sure, he's tend to stay where he's at, try to help the Blazers get a title run, but is he ever gonna get a title run? I don't think so. No. Also, guys, you have the Hawks defeating the Wiz 118 to 111. On that note, so that's looking good right there. Also, guys, another news that Rolando Romero, he's being accused of sexual assault, by the way. And he vows he's going to intend to clear his name, by the way. Now, 24-year-old woman said that Romero sexually assaulted her at his apartment back in fall 2019 after playing Connect 4. Numerous women are coming forward with these allegations against Rolly Romero, by the way, as well. His fight against Tank Davis, that fight has been called off, by the way. He's looking to clear his name. So Rolly Romero, now the woman, 24-year-old woman, nor the other woman, did not notify the police about the incident. And honestly, Rolly Romero's trying to clear his name. He did issue a statement, by the way, and wants to clear his name, which he did. So honestly, I could tell you this, that Rolly Romero could be suspended, could have his boxing license revoked, could also be released. I don't know for sure that's going to happen. And it is under investigation, as we all know, by the boxing community as well. So if Rolly Romero is done, that's it for him. But it's going to take some time, but I'll tell you about it. But a lawsuit could be filed by this week or next week. We never know, guys. That's a question everyone's going to ask everybody. That's all there's. So Rolly Romero, he is being accused of sexual assault, by the way. He's looking to clear his name. And that's all there's that you need to know on that. So that is all I can say on that, everybody. And the news woman coming up forward, by the way. And if he's convicted of the charge, but he has not been charged nor arrested yet. That is all I can say on that. The authorities looking into that, and that's that for him. Also, guys, other news I also want to sort of get into, by the way, that let's see here. The Magic defeated the Wolves 115-97. You also had the Clips defeating the Thunder 99-94. On that note right there. Grizz defeated the Nuggets 106-97. That is all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So that is all you need to know. You have the Hawks defeating the Wiz 118-111, which I already told you guys about that. So that's all there is you need to know on that. Also, guys, this. Jeff Banks' girlfriend, who basically is nicknamed the Pole Assassin, who's also a professional pole dancer, her name will be Danielle Thomas. Now, her monkey is accused of attacking a trick-or-treater on Halloween. It's the kid's fault, by the way. The monkey was a white-faced capuchin. Danielle Thomas hosted a Halloween event at her place. The kid was supposed to be there. And honestly, the kids should know better. So where are the kiddo's parents? They went to backyard with no reason, without permission. So really, kiddos, man, that kiddo should know better. That kiddo should not be entering a person's backyard, and the next thing you know, for a Halloween event, and the next thing you know it, getting attacked for no reason. It says do not enter. Just don't do it, please. It's ridiculous. Clearly is. So it is a civil matter, which it is, by the way. That is all I can say on that, everybody, and that's all there's need to know. Also, got something also I want to get into, by the way. One of which I brought this out to David Schwimmer, Marisol Nichols, Reshma Shetty, Catherine Isabel, Nelly. You got 35 to Ubisoft, Hannah Hart, Stevie J, Kayla Nicole, who's Travis Kelce's girl, Jimmy G, London Elise Cress, Karen Brown, Tiffany Watson, Pia Miller, D.Y. Darren Young, Samantha Womack, Armin Adibi, Mitch Johnson, and Diana Pent. So send all your birthday wishes, shout out, tweets to them, everybody. Please be sure you do so on that. Your birthday wishes, shout out, tweets, everybody. That's all it's going to do just for now on that. That is all there's need to know on that, buddy. And also this, though, guys, that the college football playoff rankings are going to be tonight, guys, starting tonight. Who goes first, who goes last. The Bam be back on top. Could it be Cincy, Georgia? Question guys, yourselves, guys. So that's all that you need to know. So college football playoff rankings are tonight at 7. Don't miss out that, guys. Must see, must watch. Also, guys, other news, by the way. Piece of trash quarterback Deshaun Watson expects to stay with the remain with the Texans, by the way. Now he is facing 22 lawsuits of sexual misconduct and harassment, by the way, and even misconduct because of massage every session. There are 10 criminal complaints filed against him, by the way, with the Houston police. The cops are you may have search warrants out for Deshaun Watson. Now he's not intending to be traded. I can tell you that much. Texas are not willing to trade him. They could release him, let him go, but no interest. But there's nobody to trade him. No teams out there they're gonna want him. So that's all that I can say on that, everybody. And if any teams even thinking about getting him, they're in trouble. So that is all there is need to know on that, everybody, and that's all I can say. So that's everything you need to know on that. Also, guys, that the Eternals movie will be coming out this coming Friday, guys. You'll see a Cersei and Ikari's enter Marvel's Constant Champions game. That game's looking pretty good so far. And there could be some more Eternals players coming in, guys. So it's going to be interesting news right there. Check out the live update on that. All you know on that. Also, guys, the new Morbius trailer is out now, guys. That's all you know on that. Morbius movie will be coming out in 2022. So that's everything you know on that, everybody. That's also going to say on that. So it's best to get there. Also, guys, OBJ's senior dad says that Baker Mayfield is hating on OBJ or doesn't want him shining at all. So clearly, OBJ needs to be traded again. Trade him again. Get out, free OBJ, or get out of the Cleveland. Get out of the Browns. Because the Browns got to a playoff game without OBJ, which they did. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna need him anymore. They're just not passing the ball to him though. So honestly, that's all I can say on that. So OBJ should be traded by today. The trade line's today, guys. That's all you know on that. Ladies, that will do right there for the Khalil Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Khalil Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook page by any and all means necessary. What are your thoughts, your response on the Chiefs defeating my G-Men 20-17, which I'm very upset about, by the way. Let me know in the comments about that. Your thoughts on the Raptors defeating the Knicks, which I'm very upset about as well. They beat the Knicks 113-104. Let me know in the comments about that. Your thoughts on Speedball Mike Bailey with Impact Wrestling? Let me know in the comments. And he could be debuting this Thursday night, guys. Don't miss that, guys. If he shows up there, just I told you so. But if it happens, so be it. Your thoughts on Mark Ingram III trade to the Chiefs for a 6th-round pick? Let me know in the comments about that. I'll just want to share, buddy. You think Henry West III is going to be released, by the way, after he's going to be facing a DUI charge, resulting in a death toll, by the way, after the car accident he got to in Vegas, by the way. So, and he wasn't paired by it. So let me know in the comments about that. I'll just want to share, buddy. Does Kyle Busch having to do sensitive trading after he was accused of saying the R word, by the way, before he's going to be turning before the season starts in 2022. So let me know in the comments about that. I'll just want to share, buddy. Don't forget the NFL trade deadlines today, and also the college football playoff records are today as well. They're laying out tonight, so you know that. That's all there's to it. Send your brother wish shout outs to David Schwimmer, Marisol Nichols, Jimmy G, Kayla Nicole, and Wesley as well. So somebody brother wish shout outs, tweet them. Please be sure to do so on that. That's everything's doing that. That's all there's to say on that. I'm back for breaking news. Times live updates, so on to the whole on the close sports today. And this sports related, everything you got to know. It's all I got to say. Take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe with that. Bye bye.